Welcome back to another episode of Sessions with Mary Jane. Who are your influences for burlesque? Like, did you see it at a young age? Did you catch like videotapes or see it on TV? Like, how did you, like, what did you watch that you were like,
trying to think.
This is what I'm gonna do and I'm gonna make my body like this?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I had like one really specific influence. Like, I'm trying to actually look back in my like timeline of entertainment. I don't want to be basic, but I do feel like many of us, the first burlesque performer I knew about was Dita Von Teese. But that's because I always say, like, if we're going to compare it to like drag has RuPaul, and everyone knows who RuPaul is. And a lot of people know who Dita Von Teese is, but a lot of people have never heard of her. But she is like one of the most famous burlesque performers of our time, you know? So she was probably like the first one that I heard about before I even really knew what burlesque was. And I feel like this is just making me like feel drawn to share a little bit of my like Nola Bunny lore.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So
Cook on it.
Yeah. So I do not come from a technically trained entertainment background, but I've literally known since I was like 4 or 5 years old that I wanted to be an entertainer. It's something just inside of me. And like, as a little girl, I'm a little 90s girl, I would like look at the Spice Girls and Britney Spears, and I would have so much like just be in awe of them. And like, I felt such a connection to like the pop star vibes were like so exciting to me, like the costumes and the dancing and all of that. Certainly no singer. That's one skill I do not have. Nobody wants to hear me sing. And I don't come from a technically trained dancer background either. Like, you know, a lot of my friends have been dancing since they were 2. I did not. So when I was around like 18 years old, I went to, are you familiar with Shpongle? Do you know who Shpongle is?
I do not know who Shpongle is. I need more information and context.
I'm like trying to figure out. I wish I knew like exactly what they call their genre of music, but it's like psychedelic. It has elements of electronic music, but it actually, even though it's often just Simon Postford performing his DJ set, it is actually like live music, but it's very psychedelic. Like, it's super, super trippy, but it's also really like worldly music. And what I started getting into that when I was like in my late teens. And what I really liked about it is that the music takes you on such a journey and goes to so many different places. Like, it'll have sounds that sound very Middle Eastern, sounds that sound very Indian, sounds that sound very Latin. Like, and all while being really psychedelic and like really weird. So I was at a Shpongle concert when I was like about 18 years old. And I looked up on stage and I saw these dancers just freestyle dancing, and like something clicked in my head. I'm like, I can do that. Like, I'm not technically trained, but I can move well and I can like emote a vibe. I can do that. So then I started like just like researching like go-go dancing, and I got like really, really interested in go-go dancing, and I like got my first gig at a warehouse rave party in Brooklyn. That was when I was I think 20. My first gig was when I was 20. So I started as a rave go-go dancer.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's really funny because back then, when I was young, I'm 33 now, I would get really angry when people misinterpreted the word go-go dancer, because that's also a word for like strippers, gentlemen club dancers. And when I was younger, I would get really mad. I'm like, I'm not a stripper. And it's like something that like actually bothered me. So I really wanted to do more than just go-go dancing. Like, after doing that for like a couple years, I'm like, I love doing this. I love bringing the vibe to parties and wearing awesome, sexy costumes. And I still love that. But I'm like, I know there's more. Like The Little Mermaid, I want more. I knew there was more for me. So I